President Teddy Roosevelt was shot, but got saved by his pocket. This is important.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
Welcome to the Unimportant Podcast. My name is Anthony. That is Joe Bob. I think.
You think?
We were in a hat today. It's throwing me off.
Oh, you're right. That tends to change and alter my name.
Yeah. Anyways,
Teddy Roosevelt got shot. A lot of presidents seem to be, not necessarily nowadays or not really in recent history, but being the president seems to be a dangerous job.
Seriously.
A lot of assassination attempts. 4 of them have died during their assassination.
That's got to be the most dangerous job in the world. We're at President 40. We're at President 45 now.
So what does that work out to?
That's like 9% have died.
Holy crap! And more have been shot. Obviously. Jeez. That's a very sobering thought. I
Seriously.
didn't know you were going to take the show down this early on.
What? I'm just saying. Like, what other job do you die 9% of the time?
Yeah. Wow.
There can't be another one.
And and not to mention, we should have figured out how many got shot. So we got Lincoln, McKinley, Kennedy, Garfield.
Reagan was shot, but
Reagan got
shot.
Survived.
That wasn't that long
this
ago
too.
either.
Teddy Roosevelt got shot, but not while he was president. This is interesting.
I didn't know that.
He served as president for 2 terms. Well, so actually, he took over for a president that did get assassinated, McKinley.
Yeah.
Right, and he served for the remainder and the rest. He served as president, lost, and then came back in 1912. So he was stopped being the president in 1908, came back in 1912 and ran again. He was shot during the 1912 campaign.
Got it. Okay.
He got shot when he was getting into a car, leaving a hotel. He was waving to people, and then all of a sudden, 5 feet away from him, some guy shot him in the chest.
Jeez.
The guy's name was John Schrank. Later on,
pause. That is so. The president is the most guarded person on earth, right?
Nowadays, you got to remember too. Like I
guess that was a long time ago, but Reagan got shot from like 4 feet away as well. Yeah. So did Lincoln.
The Secret Service was more focused, I think, in the early 1900s about stopping counterfeit money.
That is true. We talked about that. We have talked about that. Hopefully, remember to order these in the.
So this guy John Schrank shot former President Roosevelt. And afterward, he said that in a dream he saw President McKinley sit up in his coffin, pointing at a man in a monk's attire, which was Teddy Roosevelt, and said, "Kill him, avenge my death." So this guy, obviously nuts, somehow managed to
What
get.
did Roosevelt have to do with his death?
I don't know.
Nothing?
Conspiracy,
probably?
maybe type of thing.
Jeez.
Because it put him in the most powerful position in the world, which may have not been the most powerful position in the world at the time, but put him in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
It's not really understandable at all. But this guy was paranoid schizophrenic and was
nuts.
He nuts, got within 5 feet of the former president, shot him in the chest, which is, a thing of itself. Fortunately, he shot him in the area where he kept all of his stuff. So he had his eyeglasses and a 50-page speech that he was on the way to give. 50-page speech. And so
it's probably all rolled up too. So
it was folded. Yeah, it was folded once. So it was a 50-page speech folded once in his coat pocket right in front of his chest.
Yeah.
He gets shot with it from 5 feet away, point blank. Like that would kill anybody really that close.
Oh yeah.
Into your chest too. He got shot. Hit the speech, hit his metal glasses container, and then lodged in his chest. You know what he does after that?
He gave the speech.
No, before that, he coughs 3 times, doesn't see any blood in his cough. He coughs into his hands 3 times, doesn't see any blood, goes, "Well, I guess I'm fine then." Take me to the speech. And his staff, his driver, like, "We need to go to the hospital. You just got shot." And he's bleeding at this point. It's not like it completely stopped. The bullet lodged in his chest. And so what he said is,
he's like, "It didn't hit my lung. I'm fine."
Exactly. That's exactly what happened. And he said, "Get me to the speech." And he went.
Nice.
He went to his speech.
Nice.
And so he ends up, he gets on stage, and his first line is telling the crowd, "Hey, can you be quiet? Just be as quiet as possible. We're gonna get through this, but I did just get shot."
Well, he's campaigning, of course.
And the crowd is like, "What?" What do you mean you just got shot. And so they're horrified. He opens up his jacket, showing a blood-soaked shirt that he's wearing. Oh, I got shot in the chest. The bullet is still inside of me. I haven't yet gone to the hospital.
Dude.
He says,
who doesn't vote for that guy, though?
Exactly.
This is the greatest campaign move ever.
I've just gotten shot, but it's going to take a lot more to kill a bull moose.
Which is
like what? Like,
well, he was because he was called the bull moose.
Oh, he was the bull moose party, I think, because there was a kind of a big schism between the parties and all that stuff back then. But yeah, so he, in order to show first of all, he kind of made the disclaimer: look, I just got shot. The speech may not be as long as we originally intended, but
we're only doing 40 of the 50 pages.
Well, I just want to show you that I did have a full-blown speech written out. So he pulls out his 50-page speech that has a bullet hole in it and says, just FYI, I was planning on going for a pretty long time. Just don't think I was unprepared. That's what he's concerned about. The audience thinking that he's unprepared.
I love it.
And so he says, I'm going to try my best, but I want you to know that I was prepared, but I may have to go to the hospital at some point because I got shot in the chest. He went on to give a 90-minute speech. 90 minutes this guy talked. And then finally, after he's getting a little lightheaded because he's bleeding, he got off stage and the aides finally convinced him, hey, we need to go to the hospital. This is really bad. The bullet ended up lodging in one of his pectoral muscles. And so he got x-rays and the doctors were just like, well, it's safer to leave it there than to operate.
Are you serious?
So yeah, he lived with a bullet lodged in his chest the rest of his life. And that's apparently how...
Oh, it was probably a pain for him to go through the airport metal detector.
I don't think they had metal detectors back then. I don't think they had airports back then. Yeah. That was... talk about just manning up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you get shot.
I'm going to start calling myself a bull moose, I think.
And people will compare you to the real bull moose and go, you do not deserve that name. But yeah, the guy gets shot, says, take me to the speech, delivers a 90-minute speech, and then is forced to go to the hospital.
That's great.
What a baller. This is unimportant.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Unimportant Podcast. Go ahead and hit subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to if you want to guarantee your life will not be changed.